I don't wanna be alone tonight. No, I don't wanna be alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I just all over you. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I wish somebody knew. Ooh, baby, baby, dancing with a stranger. Am I gay? No, I'm a lesbian though. And I don't drink. Okay. Okay. Look what you made me do. Hi, Maddie. All right, guys. I'm about to call a gentleman. Am I having a stroke? No, but I do smell toast. What? What's up? What's up? You want to be on live? Love you. Look what you made me do. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. Can I get pulled over by cops more? I don't want to. Thanks anyway, though. Do I smoke? No. I have a wife, yes. Duck the police? Okay. Duck. Oh, man. Spell correct. Get off crack? Really? Really? All right. This is a serious thing. Thank you, Twitch. Joel, I sing better than you, punk. And I have nicer hair. I love you, Aaron. All right, I got to stop reading the comments. I'm about to call a gentleman by the name of Robert Slamka. His sister was killed by a drunk driver, and they totally botched his case. Right now, he's working on another case. I want to say in Mount Dora. I'm going to call the guy right now. That doesn't hurt, Joel. He used to have really nice hair. But, you know, 8th grade was a long time ago. That's my friend from Cleveland, guys. My power's been off for 4 hours. Where do you live, Aqualung? Sing F the police. Coming straight from the underground. Young brother got it bad because he's light brown. I'm not a light brown. I'm olive. All right, you're the best, Ian. All right, I'm calling Robert right now. He's waiting for me. Aqualung? Oh, John Mills. What's up, John? Where you been, bro? You all right? I thought you were mad at me or something. Oh, some nice legs, lady, on that golf cart. So many golf carts. Oh, I stopped. I was held against my will. None common space threatened by my neighbor. I didn't touch her. I can't read all that, man. Comments are going way too fast. Thanks, I'm weird. I'm at home. All right. I'm calling Robert right now. We're going to talk to each other. He needs your help. If anybody knows how he's going to ask you guys for something. And he asked me to do this for him. And I'm calling him right now. All right. Who's your wife? Yeah, you can call him Bob. Copsplaining. That's what I got. I said, remember that. Hi, Rob.
How you doing, brother?
Robert. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
All right. On the phone right now. Chris Turner, maybe I'll call you after I'm done with this, okay? There's golf carts in my neighborhood. They drive around all the time. See, I get distracted by these comments, Rob. You there?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
I can see it.
Oh, you're watching?
No, actually, I'm not. I apologize. I just took the call. I didn't know I could catch it while...
It's okay, man. No, because it actually echoes, so you did the right thing.
Good.
Can you guys hear him? No. I'm going to assume they can hear you, okay? If they can't, they'll tell me. And
I'm assuming they can.
yes, everyone's saying yes. All right. So I already did I went to Leesburg and covered your story about your sister getting hit by a drunk driver. I already told them about this. And I know you're still working on that and trying to get justice for your sister, but currently you're also trying, I got to stop reading the comments. currently you're also how about you start telling the story and I'll interject with stupid questions.
That sounds good. I'm not going to get distracted by the comments, John.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. I've been doing a lot of backstory research on this assistant district attorney in Lake County. The guy's name is Walter Forgy, and he was the guy who let my sister's killer go. And it seems by some great miracle, every time they have a case, there's always some piece of evidence that's confounded somehow by law enforcement that keeps them from being able to prosecute. We had an instance with a country music singer out of Eustis, Florida, pretty decent guy, I'm sure. Had a relatively minor incident. He was in a drive-through, and his foot slipped off the brake pedal onto the gas pedal at about 4 o'clock in the morning at a McDonald's. They must have all-night McDonald's. He wound up tapping the person in front of him. The cops were called. They came. They did the field sobriety test. Looks like they did everything right. And it turns out that Walter Forgy, his initial comments in the newspaper story indicated that he didn't have a speed in the body cam video, and apparently they never notified him, despite reading him his Miranda, that they went from civil to criminal. So that's one case. When I came across this incident, when my sister was getting killed, there was a woman who was just being released from a Leesburg hospital. And the story is told was that she was struck head-on by an off-duty Mount Dora police officer, a detective who was traveling in, I think it was the westbound lane of US 500, something like that. And he plowed straight into her after crossing the median strip.
All right, let me stop you real quick. All right, Rob?
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead. If I'm understanding that right, there's a guy in the right lane and there's a median of grass in between the two lanes. Is that right?
They were in the eastbound, so they were in the right lane. He was across to their left. So in other words, to the left of this Megan June Savage.
Okay, the guy, just let me ask some questions. So the guy who was driving and struck Megan Savage head on, did you say he was a cop?
He was an off-duty detective from Mount Dora at the time.
And do you know his name?
Yeah, his name is Stephen Kelly II.
Stephen Kelly II is a detective for the Mount Dora Police Department, and he struck Megan Savage crossing over into her lane. Is there a median?
Correct.
Is there a median?
Yes. Yeah, there was a grassy median.
Okay, so he went across the median and struck her head on.
Correct.
He probably fell asleep or something.
Well, he had no recollection of the accident. The only thing he provided was his phone number. And the officer who wound up taking the case was an Officer Rice. He was Mount Dora PD. Apparently, from what I understand, the only cops who were on scene were Mount Dora. There was no county. There was no Florida Highway Patrol. But it was a rather serious accident. He was airlifted out. Megan was taken by ambulance to a Leesburg hospital. But before he was taken out, he was observed in the ambulance. The police officer in the police report actually stated that they could smell alcohol emanating from his person.
Okay.
They wound up doing some follow-up investigation. They found out that he had gone to a place called Mellow Mushroom, and had a couple of drinks there, alcoholic beverages that were like mixers. And then he went to a Chili's restaurant, I believe it was, where he had a couple extra drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cops knew that he was under an influence, but they never, ever pushed him for a breathalyzer, and they never took a blood alcohol, they never took a urine sample, nothing.
So he was one of their own, is that right?
He was absolutely one of their own, correct.
Okay.
Now, this accident happened December of 2016, about a month before my sister was killed in Leesburg as well. And in 2018, August, this guy winds up getting arrested for a DWI. And you can find all this stuff online, of course. And he winds up with Eustis Police Department. Now, the guy's a resident of Eustis, and the cops in Eustis look like they really did a really thorough job in this investigation. They never identified him as law enforcement. They just moved forward. Now, at that time, he was Lady Lake Police Department. So he's now swapped from Mount Dora to Lady Lake. And he was stopped for going 82 miles an hour in a 45 up US 441. and just outside of Eustis, through Eustis. And when they did a field sobriety, they asked him for a field sobriety test. He once again said that he wouldn't do breathalyzer. Apparently, they got the glassy eyes and all the rest of that stuff. They did some form of field sobriety. They knew he was a cop.
Sure.
And ultimately, he was told that if he didn't submit to a breathalyzer, he would be subject to possibly a 12-month suspension.
Okay.
And I followed through on it and found out that Lake County wound up processing him. He got 50 hours of community service, which he could substitute at $10 an hour. And he wound up getting 6 months of suspension starting with January 31st of 2019. Should have finished up sometime here, I guess, in July. I don't even know. He might still be suspended. But you and I both know that the guy's still driving around down there.
So
if he's got a job, he's definitely driving.
Let me see if I understand what you're saying here. A Mount Dora detective, off duty, is drinking and driving, crosses over the median, strikes Megan Savage head on, and she ends up dying, right?
No, Megan is alive and she's doing okay, but she's already now had 4 surgeries. Currently, she's going through physical therapy.
Uh-huh.
The last surgery was 9 weeks ago, and she's a mother of 2. She's in her 30s. When I first tried contacting her, she was still pretty out of it because the first period in time while she was going through all this stuff, the first 6 months she was fairly heavy on narcotics, just dealing with pain management.
Sure.
She's had broken legs, and her ankles are broken to the point where they wound up having to use the cadaver bones to replace broken bones within her feet just to get her so she could stand. And she's had some rejection of those as well, which is not uncommon. So she's got huge medical bills.
So for striking her head on, this off-duty detective who was drinking and driving got community service and a 6-month suspension from the job?
And probation, from what I understand. Not 6 month suspension from the job. I don't know if it affected his job. They may have humored the guy.
What was he suspended from?
He got a 6 month driving suspension.
Oh, they suspended his driver's
not a
license.
Revocation. Yeah, not a revocation, but a 6 month driving license suspension.
Yeah.
In the Florida state statute, if you wind up refusing a blood or a breathalyzer, which you can do, but if they have probable cause and they ask for one, if you refuse it, you're subject to up to 1 year suspension on driving privilege.
Right, up to, unless you're a cop.
Up to. Well, yeah, it sure does look like they gave this guy preferential treatment.
Well,
Just as
of
I
course.
can tell. And you know, the thing about it is we have no way of knowing if this guy has any additional record because obviously if they go soft on him, Downey, the guy who killed my sister, wound up having no previous record. And for all we know, the guy's done this 2 and 3 times. He's just managed to figure out a way to keep himself from ever being prosecuted. I have no way of knowing. I do know that particular guy, 2 years after a year after my sister was killed in September, he was arrested for a .12. It turned into a .13 by the time they got to the PD. And basically, the deal with that is he was escalating. He wasn't coming down. He was still getting more intoxicated by whatever he had been drinking. And he was pulled over for going 52 and a 35 up in Warrensburg, New York, Lake George, if I'm not mistaken, it was. And the other 3 passengers in the car were too blown away drunk to be able to drive the vehicle. So they supposedly sat and waited until he got back. And from what I understand, when they determined he was sober enough, they put him in a cab, let him go back to his vehicle, and drive himself home.
Stephen Kelly II.
I'm sorry, what?
You said Stephen Kelly II from Mount Dora Police Department.
Stephen Kelly II.
So,
correct.
What can we do?
Okay. The particular instance where Megan Savage was denied a court appearance and a prosecution of this guy, it happened because law enforcement chose not to enforce the probable cause clause.
And do a blood draw.
In the state of Florida, you have an implied consent law, which means if you drive on the highways and you wind up getting in a serious accident, they have a legal right if they believe that there's probable cause. And, that's the catch-all. law enforcement basically gets to become judge, jury, and executioner on these cases. If they don't want the guy to be prosecuted, they bungle in the investigation. And that's exactly what they did in Mount Dora. So as difficult as it is to make the plea, we are looking for a civil rights attorney. I'm preferring a guy who perhaps had been a real go-after prosecuting attorney, the kind of guy who wasn't afraid of arresting a police officer and prosecuting him. We get a guy like that, and I'm looking for a civil rights attorney. That's my plea to your listeners and your viewers. If you can provide somebody who's got a proven track record, who's not afraid of going after law enforcement, what we're looking for is someone who's willing to go after these guys for what my understanding is called non-feasant behavior. In other words, it is taking a law that should be prosecuted and ignoring it to the benefit of an individual.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what they did.
Or dereliction of duty, right?
Well, it's that too, but, you know, I mean, the law enforcement officers are not the guys who enforce prosecution.
Correct.
But they do have a legal right to be able to pull up a subpoena and have a blood draw done.
I don't even think they need a subpoena. I don't even think they need a subpoena for a situation like that.
Yeah, I mean, probable cause is the only thing. And in this particular case, when you look at the case, when an attorney looks at it, when a judge looks at it, it is just loaded up with it. These guys went to the extra effort of actually investigating. They pulled up credit card records. They know how much money he spent at this bar. They know how much money he spent at the other one. He had witness interviews. But, you know, in this particular case, they produced two individuals that supposedly were passersby who stopped and countermanded the actual testimony of the individuals who were in the car following Megan Savage, who ultimately wound up not being able to avoid a spinning Stephen Kelly. Kelly's car was struck on the driver's side door by the Pritchett's. And that particular couple stated that Kelly came across the lane and got into their traffic lane. There's no other way. I mean, if Megan would have gone across the lane and hit them over there, the cars would not have wound up in a situation where Pritchett would have been injured as well and his vehicle damaged. They had two witnesses who established that she crossed the center line, and they lied, and there was never a prosecution. That was their witness testimony, and that's what the law enforcement tends to do. They grab some witnesses who countermand what is logical, what they actually determined through the investigation. I mean, at the end of the investigation, it states that they had determined that Kelly crossed the lane. However, the report concluded that Megan Savage was the person who caused the accident. I am not kidding you.
How's that? Wait. Megan caused the accident on the opposite side of the road, going the opposite direction?
What they're saying is that they accepted the evidence and they officially listed in the report that she was the person who caused the accident.
All right, I got two lawyers for you right now.
You got what?
I got two lawyers' names right now that I've gotten from the people.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Don, I will let you guys know and your followers. You know, I mean, my intention with this is to prove ultimately that Lake County Assistant State Attorney's Office is corrupted and that Forgy is a crooked son of a bitch.
And
pardon my French.
That's all right. Let me look up. How do you spell his last name?
How do I spell it? Forgy?
Yeah.
Forgie. His name is Walter Forgy. Dad and I drove down there. We had a chance to meet the guy, and I will not call him a gentleman under any circumstances. He's as crooked as the day is long. He is a professional non-prosecutor. Everything that he does.
Walter Forgy's bar number is 280800, and then his office number is 352-742-4236. And Rob, didn't you say you also wanted to give your number if anyone had anything they could help you with this situation?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, at some point in time, somebody's going to. My best guess is one of your listeners has already dealt with this before. Megan Savage myself with my sister, these are losses. We are people who are empathetic to each other.
Sure.
Because we've experienced this. I'm quite certain, John, that you've got people out there who dealt with questionable practices by law enforcement.
Yes, hold on. There's a Maddie. Maddie's saying Andrew is the best attorney in the state. Okay, who's Andrew, Maddie? Oh, Andrew is the best attorney. Who are you talking about, Maddie? You talking about Andrew Forgy? Walter Andrew Forgy? His Forgy's email is wforgy, Forgie, at sao5.org. Who is he again? It just says the Florida bar. What is his?
Yeah, he is. The way it works, guys, is this.
Oh, state's attorney.
In Florida, there is a state attorney's office. Your state attorney for that district, and I don't know where you're at out in your home area, probably not 5th District. But Lake County falls into the 5th District.
Oh.
And they have assistant state attorneys that are hired underneath the state attorney.
Oh, so he's a state attorney for the whole state of Florida, and then he's got lawyers for each district underneath him?
No, he's District 5, but he's got lawyers in counties, okay? Lake County has a prosecutorial office, okay? They would handle Florida Highway Patrol. They'd how to handle Lake County. They would handle any municipality whenever there would be a traffic citation or a criminal traffic citation or anything.
Right.
Okay? I mean, these guys handle murder. They handle everything.
I see.
In this particular case, I can point at 4 different cases right now where Forgy has sidestepped it. The witness to the accident that my sister was killed in, she wound up getting a DWI on June the 11th of 2017. So we're talking 5 months almost to the day. She gets hauled into the PD. She winds up taking her blood draw. Not a blood draw. It was a breathalyzer. It's very confusing about how that all happened.
All right, here's one more. Here's one more. His name's, I'm just gonna say it so when you rewatch this video, you get all the names. Okay. Maddie, Constitutional Corner, another great patriot. She says to call Andrew Bonderude, Bonderude. All right, keep going.
Yeah, and here's the deal. So you got the situation where the county attorneys wind up being referred cases. When my sister was killed, I called victim and witness, and I talked to Joy Whitehead. I think her name was. I'm not sure exactly. She was very nice. And she told me that the case was never referred. And I'm like, what do you mean it was never referred? This is a traffic homicide. And she said, no, the case was never referred. This is my sister's case, okay? And then I was led down this trail. My sister was struck at 70 miles an hour. The driver had just gotten, up to 72.6 on his EDR, and then he hit the brakes 1 second before the collision. The brakes applied a half a second. He scrubbed 2.3 miles an hour off. So he hit her at 70 miles an hour as a pedestrian.
Right.
Okay, and it was over quickly.
That's your sister's case.
Yes, my sister's case. And Emily Currington, the assistant state attorney, said speed alone does not determine reckless driving.
Right.
And wide open throttle is not speed alone. That is reckless driving.
Absolutely.
The guy was racing his car.
So people are asking how old your sister was when she passed.
Terry was 61 years old.
61, guys. Andrew has 2 cases that made certiorari. I don't know what that legal term is, but Andrew Bonderude. That sounds like a good guy. And I got 2 more names here for you, Rob. I'm just gonna say him. I'm gonna say him real quick. That way, when you watch again, you can see him. Kenneth W. Mastrilli and Vincent R. Pawlowski. Vincent Pawlowski and Kenneth Mastrilli. Okay, go on.
Yeah, okay, fans. We're gonna be giving those guys calls tomorrow, business day tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyone who winds up making a referral on these people, we'll figure out a way at some point in time to kindly recognize you in some fashion once we get this thing rocking.
I'm not. You've already helped me out plenty, Rob. I'm not worried about that. I'd like for you.
Well, I know that, but your viewers have done an exceptional job. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to be a good idea, and I'm very grateful for you to do what you did. It's above and beyond. There's no doubt about it. Just so all you viewers know, John took a trip across the state. He wound up coming maybe an hour and 45 into Leesburg. He dined with us. He went through the whole scene. He did that video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's tedious. It's an hour and a half long, but it gives you a pretty damn good idea of what the heck's going out here.
Mm-hmm.
And effectively, you know, I mean, it's good to have people to fight for this stuff and to resolve. But, you know, when I wound up getting in touch with Megan, and Megan says, you got to talk to Barry. Barry was there. He was cognizant for the first 6 months while he was dealing with me in the hospital and his child at home. And when I talked to Barry, it was like finding a new brother. I mean, Barry was right there, and he knew exactly what was going on. And he was so happy to finally have somebody step forward, because it's very hard getting cooperation on these cases, guys. So I just want to let you all know, thank you so very much for what you're doing. I knew that you guys would do this. I mean, I've been watching your live streams and your live chat, and it really is an amazing thing. So I do appreciate it, John. Thank you so much.
Listen, Rob, we're running 25 minutes. So okay. If you look at the live chat when you rewatch this too, Constitutional Corner put the lawyer's phone number there. Also, you want to give your number out if someone wants to contact you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll talk to anybody. I would suggest that you wind up texting me first, please, because, of course, we got this spoofing crap going on and all of the spamming and whatnot. My number here in Wisconsin is 414-349-9043, and I will let these guys know that I suspect that there are probably people out there who've been through this and finally gave up. Your case is still valid. I will help you in any way, shape, or form. If it winds up expanding our justice mission, that's going to be awesome. But it's very important that you guys get attended to as well, and that's what I do. I go after corruption. So
yes, he does.
I'm having a good time doing it. I'm very happy to do it. I will honor anyone who's interested in having that done for them as well. So please call me 414-349-9043. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob, and I'm going to continue this on and maybe call somebody else and see their thoughts and stuff. Go watch the video and click on the live chat button, and you're going to see people are putting phone numbers and names of lawyers, all right?
All right. Hey, thanks, everybody out there. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Rob, and good luck to you and Godspeed, all right?
Thanks, brother.
All right, sir.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. So what happened was an off-duty, for all you guys that are lost, like Philipoulos, what's his name? I love saying Greek names. I don't know why. Where is he? He said he was lost. Where you at, Philipoulos? Start the comments at the beginning. Someone asked me to call them. If I call you, you're going to cuss? Don't cuss if I call you, because I will be upset. Here, yo, Marcelo, Kane, hi, everyone. Rolling 20s, hi, wise guy, hi. I'm not drunk, I'm not gay. Go on, okay, gay, still not gay. Can you make more videos of you arguing with police officers? Yes, I will. If they stop me, I'll record it, absolutely. Doesn't look like I drink, LOL. I don't know what that means. Looks like I eat, though. Oregon Rogue, how are you? Can you get pulled over by more cops? Yes, I have a wife. How you doing? I'm fine. I'm currently experiencing lack of help in cops planning. It's awful. Sorry to hear that. Can you get copyright strike for singing that song? No. If I actually sung it and maybe sounded like it, maybe. Thank you, Twitch. Lousy singer. Yes, Joel, we went over that. Love your videos. Are you high? No. Safety dance. You can dance if you want to. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't dance, and if you don't dance, and they ain't no friends of mine. You can smoke if you want to. You can take a little puff. I don't have a prop to puff on, so I'm going to puff on a carpenter's pencil. You can dance. You can dance. Everybody smoking the hash. Woo! You can dance. You can dance. Everybody doing the dance. Whoa. There you go. What am I watching? You got to start from the beginning, man. Where's that dude's phone number? He told me to call him. I don't know who he is, but I'll call him. As long as you don't cuss. Hey. I love you. My power's been on for 4 hours. Shout me out. Jack Schooley, bro. Every time I'm going to shout you out every time, Jack. Put $2 in my account, man, right now. I shouted you out every damn live video, and then you start repeating yourself. Next time I'm blocking you. I remember your name now, punk. He looks like a local crackhead. You're the best, not me. Hi, John. Do I make money from YouTube? Not enough. Oh, we're cool. Man, where's the guy that said to call me? Did he retract his... Oh, there we go. Chris Turner. If I call you, you promise not to cuss. I can't even see your answer. I'd have to scroll all the way down. I'm calling you, man. Do not ruin my live stream. I don't know who you are, but you put your number out here, so let's see. You cuss, man. I'll never take another call again or make one. 423-271. All right, buddy. Here we go. All right, Brian, Kyle. See you later. Told me to call you. You're not going to answer? Prank call the police. I was actually thinking about doing that. Mount Dora. Let's try that.
Four, two, three, two, seven.
All right, dude. I called you. Hi, Tommy Larson. Police lately. He need your help. $20 million carts like Trump's? No. $20 million golf cart. Get out of here. Little louder wouldn't hurt. Loud and clear. Yep. Yes. Good audio. Thank you. Why not just be nice to cops and do what they're told, and it will... The same reason women don't respect their rapists. That's why. Why don't cops just be nice to us and obey their oath? YouTube. What kind of name is that? You said you were the ex-cop? Police in Vegas shooting? I don't know which one you're talking about, man. You got to be more specific. Good Citizen News, Ohio. What's up? Read me, Marcello. Do only Canadians say yup? No. Am I neener? Spam rip. Stop commenting. John, do you have guns? If you do, can you mail me one? No. Yes. I have guns, and no, I won't mail you one. You got to buy it in person. Callers. Okay, so that's Robert Slamka out of Wisconsin. His sister was killed by a drunk driver, and the police didn't really do anything about it. And the car basically cut her in half. And then another Mount Dora off-duty detective was drinking at two different establishments, and then he crossed over the median, all the way over the median to the left, and hit Megan Savage head on, and then somehow they blamed her for the accident. And he refused the blood draw and all that stuff. If you can read this, you're too close. Simply goated. I doubt he's as ugly as your inbred ass. Thanks, Maddie. I'm not that ugly, man. Come on. Free Ebor Rob. Why? Where's Ebor Rob? Is he in jail? Is he in jail? What happened to Rob? Akbar Allah. I can't read that stuff, man. It looks like chicken scratch or whatever poultry you guys like over there. USA is corrupt. It's going to die first. Holy yes, that's my name. What's your name? Oh, that's your name too? Stephen Kelly II? Message deleted by Maddie. Thanks for deleting I hate you. He called me the F word. You know, a bundle of sticks. He called me that about 6 times, but that's cool. He's using willful, not only using an excuse. I'm not touching you to lessen the charge. How tall am I? 6 feet tall. Put me in timeout so I can shut up. How long? The next financial crisis? I don't know. Sue the bar and Chili's. If you can put slow chat, I don't know how to do that stuff, guys. Whoever's giving me money, man. Tommy, sovereigns don't drink and drive. They use and abuse to get go. Tommy the G. You are the G, bro. Thanks for the $2, dude. I really appreciate that. Marie Herrera, F12, yes. Tommy the G. Lemmy, Lemme, get $2. Lemmy. A cop up here drinking, playing ball, drove Jeep home. No doors, no seat, belt. Oops, lost passenger, RIP. Wow. Those hidden court cases. Jersey in the building. What up, Jersey? Clearly police covering up. Yep. What up? I'm going to call Mount Dora Police Department. Might as well. Someone said to prank them. That'd be kind of a prank, I guess. You have to always why? You know what? Every time I go to a government or police website to find a phone number, you have to do so much to find a number. Shouldn't the phone number be front and center? Written directives, programs, press releases, helpful links, career opportunities, bureaus, accreditation, bias-based profiling. City of Mount Dora. How about contact us? Agendas, minutes, and recordings. Online building. Emergency alerts. Notify me. Man, how about contact us? Are you kidding me? They don't have a contact us? Oh, there it is. Mount Dora Police 352. Let's call them up. All right, here we go.
Thank you for calling the City of Mount Dora. Administrative offices are open from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. If your call is urgent, press 4 to speak with a dispatcher now, or try your call again during normal business hours.
It's okay that you're late, Robbie. Anyone else want me to call him since I have my old lady's phone? You know Stephen Kelly the second, Stephen Kelly? Megan's a Savage. Almond Sugai. Okay. Hello from Australia. What's up, Shane? He does. The police will always get an easy way out because they are part of the biggest gang in the world. Their connection is much greater than ours. Looking extra sharp today, John. Really? Why? Extra sharp? This looks like those front steps to somebody's house, my pinky does. YouTube's a retired cop. Sorry to hear that, man. John, we have a debate tonight. Okay. Who wants to debate me? Let's go. Thanks, John. Officer misconduct for failure to handle the case properly. Yep. They're not going to prosecute him now. Better off trying to kill his qualified immunity and suing him in individual status. You hear that, Rob? Don't stand. Mojo Dojo. We have a date? I didn't know we had a date. John D. 1971. What up? Daniel has a tramp stamp with Trump in big letters. Did you know that the police officer got paid $180,000 for his legal matters? By who? Wink if you think the war is coming between the cops and the people. I mean, like any festering boil, it always comes to a head. Mega Justice out of Tampa. I think that's who Rogue Nation uses. Cops have been getting me. Typical cops covering for cops. Yep. All right. You only got 40 hours to get him convicted. If you do not do it in that time, they can cover up and suppress evidence once you go to the court. Anyone else want me to call him? I want to talk to someone. I'd like to take calls, but I haven't figured out how to take calls without you knowing my actual phone number. Andrew Bonderud. Mega Justice. Yasu Pedimu. Awesome info as usual. Angelo Philippopoulos. You're from the Peloponnesa area of Greece. Yes, I watch California Citizens Watch. That guy's great. Long story. Short people need to strike back. That's funny. If we don't have counterculture, the only culture we'll have is cleaning counters. Soul patch. Bongo drum. Are you in a legal fight in Florida? I'm not. I could be. Do you know that the lawyers and the DEA and the judge go play golf together? I believe it. Detroit lawyer Solomon Radner, Leon Valley lawyer, represented Pulse nightclub victims. He might know Florida lawyers. Hi, Jimmy Joe. What's up, AJ Hibden? Andrew has 2 cases that made certiorari. I guess that means they went to the Supreme Court. Dude, I'm sweating in the air conditioning, man. So muggy. Man, my wife knew I was using her decorative towel. I know she's not watching this because I have her phone. Criteriori. Pulowski. Yep. AJ Hibden. Do I know you, AJ? Personally or something? I contacted the cop on email. That's John for you. What's John for me? I changed my name from Tyrant to Mojo Dojo. Okay? John, America is trash and a lot more. America's not trash. The American government is trash. I mean, a lot of Americans are ignorant and stuff, and they just believe everything and don't ever, ever, ever fact check anything, and they like to talk out their hind ends. But Constitutional Corner, is that your number? Or a lawyer? He wrote me back and said the case was classified, not to be shown to civilians. I don't believe that. Hey, John, eat more. I'm actually dieting, dude. Can't you tell how thin I am now? Look at me. I'm withering away. I only weigh 255 now. Hey, John Bryant. Nicholas Daigle, call this number. What is that number? Is that the lawyer, or you want me to call you now? I'm not sure which part of Wisconsin Robert's from. John Bryant, what up? That's the second time I said your name. Contact Rob, you got to look at the live things. She'll email her and she'll help you. I got a nickname for John, Muscle John. That's right, bro. Get some. Yeah! Shit! John, what do you not eat? I don't eat a lot of stuff. Liver, oysters, not fried clams. John Bryan, what's your number if you want me to call you? I am losing a little bit of weight. I have to. My eyes look bloodshot. How do you figure? How do you finger? I mean figure. Philippopoulos. That's almost as bad as my Greek last name. Skevofilaka. Yanni Skevofilaka. I wonder if I told her, hey, what's your name and date of birth? My name is Yanni Skevofilaka, and I was born 3/24/76. Do you have to say it in English, or can you say your name in Greek? Thanks, AJ from Oregon. Citizens News Network Sneed says, want to get high? High, like up there, or what do you mean? You're watching John Felix live. That's where you're watching, Oswin. Oh, thanks, Kyle Linder. He said you're watching a great man. My double chin is blushing. Crazy S happened. Then it was covered up by Crazy S. Pushed forward by Crazy S, which left him in deep Crazy S. Do the damn thing, bro. What thing? Notice me. You're noticed. You're on notice. What do you think about the urgency of the Vegas shooting cops? I don't know what that means. Hi from Lorraine. Is this a number? John, call me. I have a story. Colton, well, Citizens News Network put the number first, so let's call him. And maybe if it doesn't drag on too long and you guys don't get bored, I'll call the other one. You do not curse Citizens News Network, all right? Do not curse. I will hang up so fast. Brother.
Good evening. How are you today?
Good. How are you, sir?
Oh, fair to middling, partly cloudy, kind of round the middle and bottom and top.
Fair to middling, part and cloud and what?
I will not curse, I promise.
Oh, okay. Well, how's it going?
Man, I watch your videos. I watch your reviews of other videos.
Yes.
Love your channel. Love you.
I love you, man. Let's make love. I'm kidding,
I
bro.
love you, but I don't love. No, see that. Okay, now, all right, look.
Where are you from?
I'm from Missouri.
Do you have a channel with your Citizens News Network?
Do what?
Do you have a channel?
Yeah, Citizens News Network.
You got some videos posted?
Yeah, there's some cussing in them though, but
That's all right. No, I'm not gonna play any. I just, if you don't have videos, I can tell people to go to your channel. Go check them out.
I got some videos. I live in Podunk, Missouri, which is right outside of. We can't find it on the map, Missouri.
Is that a real name, or you're just being sarcastic?
It might as well be. I live in Goodman, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
southwest corner of Missouri.
So
And
are you an auditor?
19 miles from the Arkansas state line.
Are you an auditor?
I'm learning to be one. I need pointers. I need help. I need to learn how to do GIS surveys. I don't know how to do all that. We don't have sidewalks.
You don't have sidewalks.
We barely got roads, dude.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Most of the places you can go around here are on dirt roads.
That sounds scary.
No, it's a beautiful place, man.
What do you do for work?
I'm retired.
You're retired?
Yes, sir.
How young?
Military.
How young of a man are you?
52.
You're retired at 52?
Yes, sir.
You need a roommate?
I got a 3-bedroom house with a full basement.
You married?
If somebody needs to stay for a day or two, I'll let them do that. If they're ever down the wanting to do audit.
One of the things I miss about Ohio, where I'm from, is basements. Basements rule. Basements are like prefabricated man caves, basically.
I also have a little RV park on top of my hill up here. So if they got a motorhome or a RV they want to park for a few days, I got no problem with it.
What's your first name?
Electric and running water.
What's your first name, sir?
Patrick Sneed.
Oh, okay. Patrick Sneed, Citizens News Network, Sneed. Guys, go check out his channel. Thanks for giving me your number, man. It was a pleasure to speak with you. And I'm going to check out your stuff, all right?
The pleasure's all mine.
All right, sir. I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, let me call this next person now. Dude, if you got a story to tell me, Colton, you got to make it fast, okay? You're going to make it fast, and you're not going to curse, right? If I call you right now? Good. Colton.
Hello, this is not the person you were trying to call. You've reached the rich.
All right, that's something lame. All right, here we go. John, give me a wrench. Remember my channel. It's John Mills. All right, John. You want a wrench, dude? I'm going to call you before I give you a wrench. I don't know if you're the real John Mills. How hot is it there? It's hot, dude. John Bryant. You want me to call you? All right. Do not cuss. And do not curse. And do not swear. You don't advise what? Calling people, Maddie? I love you, John Dunn. Thank you. How much money do I make off police videos? Whatever YouTube lets me. There's no set amount. Hi, how are you? Hello? Hello? Okay. I guess that's not your number, right, John? You guys are funny. Hey, bro, it was a joke. Route 91. What's Route 91? That's up in Cleveland. Kenny Baird. Yes, cops have no respect for the law. I already called that number, John. You're a troll. You're in Amarillo, Texas. Drove 13 hours and need a break. Bend over. What up, Bend Over? I wish that wasn't your name because then I'm saying bend over constantly. Wausau, Wisconsin is the same way. Baki Shamil. This guy is awesome, man. John, whatever happened to Ian, aka Hate the State community? Forgot about him. Never stop singing. F the haters. Best regards from New York City. Thank you, Baki Shamil. I really appreciate the donation. Hate the State. Ian McGuire went to court over some nonsense. You know, victimless crime. They're trying to hang him, and they finally did. I guess he went on probation, or and some of the terms of his probation or whatever it was, he wasn't allowed to have firearms. So he got raided by the feds and the local police, and they took a bunch of guns out of his house, and now he's sitting in jail. I don't know for how long. I hope it's not long, but the thing is, when you do stuff like this, you gotta know what you're doing, and you can't just say, I'm facing X amount of time in jail, but I'm keeping my guns anyway. You're too late by then. Once they got you, you're late, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to get it free and clear, and then you can start up. Choke or tap the life of a silk screen printer. That is a great username. What good you need any shirts made? I just made a couple designs on Teespring. I don't know if they're live on my channel yet. John Den, have I not said your name already? Hello. You should have reset the case to get your own investigation team, because all of them worked for the detectives. That's why they didn't file the paperwork in time. It's up to you and 48 to do it. Don't beep something. Bakisha Milia is represented by Andrew Bondarud. Who was represented by Andrew Bondarud? You're the man, Kevin Ortiz. How come the ruling of Marbury versus Madison is ignored? That is a good question. And you know what? I've looked up that case. I'm 43, John. I looked up that case and read it 3 times, but I can never recall, for some reason, the Marbury versus Madison case. It is very important. I'm pretty sure it deals with any law that isn't constitutional or that coincides with the Constitution is null and void on its face right away. That's the Marbury versus Madison, I believe. But I'm going to look it up here. Marbury versus Madison. This is a history channel. Nah, get out of here. Let's find a different one. Background, summary, significance. Marbury. Marbury versus Madison. Legal case in which February 24th of 1803, the U.S. Supreme Court first declared an act of Congress unconstitutional, thus establishing the doctrine of judicial review. The court's opinion, written by Chief Justice John Marshall, is considered one of the foundations of U.S. constitutional law. Background: in the weeks before Thomas Jefferson's inauguration as president in March of 1801, the lame duck Federalist Congress created 16 new circuit judgeships in the Judiciary Act of 1801 and an unspecified number of new judgeships in the original Organic Act, which Adams proceeded to fill with Federalists in an effort to preserve his party's control of the judiciary and to frustrate legislative agenda of Jefferson and his Republican, Democratic Republican, in parentheses, party. Because he was among the last of those appointments, the so-called midnight appointments, William Marbury, a Federalist Party leader from Maryland, did not receive his commission before Jefferson became president. Once in office, Jefferson directed his Secretary of State, James Madison, to withhold the commission, and Marbury petitioned the Supreme Court to issue a writ of mandamus to compel Madison to act. Marbury and his lawyer, former Attorney General Charles Lee, argued that signing and sealing the commission completed the transaction and that delivery in any event constituted a mere formality. But formality or not, without the actual piece of parchment, Marbury could not enter into duties of the office. Despite Jefferson's hostility, the court agreed to hear the case Marbury versus Madison in its February 1803 term. Some scholars have questioned whether Marshall should have removed himself from the case because of his prior service as Adams' Secretary of State Certainly later, judicial standards would have called for recusal, but at the time, only financial connections to a case led judges to step aside, as Marshall did in suits regarding Virginia lands. All right. The decision. Chief Justice recognized the dilemma that the case posed to the court. If the court issued the writ of mandamus, Jefferson could simply ignore it because the court had no power to enforce it. If, on the other hand, the court refused to issue the writ, it would appear that the judicial branch of government had backed down before the executive. All right, this is why I never remember this case, because there's a lot of details and it's hard to just summarize. I'd have to read this whole thing again. And I'm not going to read the whole thing right now. My voice is starting to hurt. Thanks, AJ. See you later, brother. All right, what else we got? You talk next, hopefully. Chris Turner. Did you put your number up, Chris? I'll call you, and that'll be it. Perth. Hi, Relic Hunter. How are you? The Perth Mint is where I bought lots of silver from. I didn't realize it was in Australia. Peace, bro. Keep the thanks, Wes. Marbury, the key case in the judicial supremacy. What do you want to know? If you could just sum it up somehow, Maddie, I'll read it instead. I already called you, dude. You're lying. Prank called Coleraine Township. Thanks again, Baki Shamil. I appreciate you, bro. I already said your name. Oh. Where are we at here? Thank you, Cole Pravda. I appreciate that, sir. I'll debate here in the Las Vegas shooting Route 91. I don't know what you mean by that, dude. Marriage and Marijuana with Misty and Cakes. Hello, everyone, from Marriage and Marijuana channel. We've been very much entertained. Thanks for watching. Set up a Discord, invite your fans in. You can kick or ban the haters. I can do that now. Oh, I do have a Skype number. But the thing is, how can I Skype while I'm on the phone? My phone. I have a booger in my nose. No, I don't. Stop lying. Stop lying. Sparta. Facebook. What happened to Hate the State? He's in jail. Coin ring giveaway. All right. I'll do a coin ring giveaway. Coin ring giveaway. What can I do? Both my parents are Greek. Both are from islands. If anyone can name either island my mom or dad are from, you get a free coin ring. Calls on Messenger. That's a good idea. Except I'd have to log into Messenger on my wife's phone. But I can do that next time. That's a good idea, Maddie. I'm Mako. What's going on here? You're going to have to watch it from the beginning, man. I've never heard of the Lucifer effect. What is that? More games from East LA. What up? Northwest Florida. Northwest. Never eat soggy wieners. That's the Panhandle, I think. Nicole, you're one of my favorites too, man. I just did it. Where's that? What island? I'm sure I'm not going to get there yet. What's going on? Who likes dope? Lots of people. You have a Coke ring around your nose? Okay. I can't drink Coke, man. I'm a diabetic. Somebody cut your hair and hide it from you? Yeah, I cut my hair. I try to make it look as much as a bicycle helmet as I can. If the citizens start enforcing common law, this mess will do a 180 real quick. That's right, Masaba. Cert is short for certiorari, is short for writ of certiorari. More games. You met Furry the other day, Furry Potato? Stephen Kelly's phone is 352-223-3236. What do you mean his phone? His office phone or... What up, Truth82 from Tennessee? How are you? Job, Google Voice, and free service. Google using legitimate phone number that's separate from your and you use it over the internet. Okay. Google Voice. Cad Dad, thank you for watching my videos, man. Life's going good, Raymond. Thanks for asking. Can I get a nice boots? Nice effing boots, bro. That's a t-shirt. Write that down. And then blue power. Blue line and underneath power. And if I get like a salute, blue power, blue power. What did I just say was a good t-shirt? Nice boots. Nice effing boots. Nice effing boots. Sure-kraut. Yanni Skilifilica. Skevofilaka. A filaka is like a guard. And I want to say skevo is like an equipment. You know, like back in the day, everybody here was smith because they were a goldsmith or a blacksmith or a silversmith or a buffet smith like me. So that's why smith is such a common name. So I guess in Greece it was the same thing. Skevofilikas was a guard of the equipment. You got a double chin too, Mojo? Right on. Your mother is real nice. Is that what I said in the one video? What is ROTFLMAO, Maddie? What's so funny? More chins than a Chinese phone book, man. That joke is... The first time I heard that joke, I fell off my dinosaur. I don't know how to do Discord. Good for you, Mando. Yeah, that New Jersey cop who was sticking his hand up the guy's butt. You thought it was okay? On the side of the road. I use AZ screen recorder. It's in the Google Play Store. Let's all bang. Okay. Is the police coming for me right now? We support you from Brazil. Thank you, man. I met a couple of Venezuelan ladies today. What is so funny, Maddie? You called who? Oh, you called New Jersey. They told you to find a better hobby? Tell them to find a better hobby and not rape young men on the side of the road. Tell you to find a better hobby. I do not have anything on my nose. Where? Stop BSing. It's peeling and I'm breaking out. I do not have something stuck in my nose. Baku Shamil, things are changing slowly but surely. For sale or lease is what I call Missouri. Everything is for sale or lease. Real ghost town. You got to watch the stream for the beginning. You can email me. corner@yahoo.com, Robert. Constitutional.corner@yahoo.com. No, I said it wrong again. Contact c.corner@yahoo.com. Thank you, Wes James. Marriage and... Yeah, man. You already plugged your channel, Marriage and Marijuana, Mista and Cakes. Mista. You already plugged your channel, bro. How about you donate $2? I've said your channel 3-4 times now. What's in it for me? Marcello Perez. You really want me to call you? This is not one of them fake numbers. Oh, almost forgot to do it anonymously. You're not going to cuss, right, dude? I'm getting ready to hang up already. Marcello.
It's Marcelo.
Marcelo.
I love your videos.
I love you, man. How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
You're 10 years old.
Uh-huh.
Who is that?
That's my brother.
Give him the phone.
Okay. Have the phone.
Calm down, man.
What's up?
Hey.
What kind of YouTube channel you want to make?
What kind? What do you mean?
Like, what do you? I don't even know your channel, and supposedly my brother told me you had like 200K on YouTube.
Yeah, I got. Yeah. Police accountability.
Like, what do you do?
Police accountability.
What?
Police?
Police accountability.
Yes.
So, okay, so like, what do you do exactly on your videos?
I cover other people's videos and their police encounters, and whenever I get stopped,
So you do like Pumpkin, Cypress, and all of them?
Who?
Cypress Cynical and all of them? Oh my God, those YouTubers who just look at stupid videos that I've seen already and they just do a voiceover. I'm trying to actually do that myself, bro, and I can't do it, man, because I don't have any motivation. I have 25 subscribers on YouTube, bro. I'm not trying to beg you. I'm just saying how it works. I don't know how you got into this and how your videos are monetized and all that. You have ads on your channel, right? So, look, I've been trying to do this myself, bro. Do you have any solutions for this or how I can maybe improve on my behalf? Like how I can, like improve?
What's your channel about?
Well, people see me as like the furry people, right? I'm not gonna say I am because like everybody hates the damn fur. You know what I mean? Like everybody can hate them because they think they're gay, they fuck dogs and all that, but they don't.
Hey, you can't cuss. So, all right. If you cuss, I'm gonna hang up. All right. So don't cuss and slow down a little because I'm having a hard time understanding you.
Okay. So the thing is, my channel, it's very, very poor. Okay, I only have like 25 subscribers. All right.
What do you do?
And I deleted all my videos because only 2 people come on there, and I post quality content, bro.
What?
I'm an impressionist, like more either give me a bit of Szechuan sauce or hi, it's me, Mickey Mouse, or something shit, or something like that, bro.
All right. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
You cussed again. Tell me the name of your channel, and then I'm hanging up because you can't control your mouth. Okay? I'll help you out.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't tolerate the. Pretty much all YouTube basically tolerates it, like.
Yeah, except they won't. They will demonetize my video, and I just did 1 hour and 7 minutes, and I don't want to do it for free because you want to cuss.
I didn't know you were
All right. Are you gonna tell me the name of your channel? Are you gonna tell me? I'm trying to help you.
I'll tell you, bro. All right, look, I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm just gonna keep on with it because I need that Szechuan sauce.
All right, I don't even understand you anymore. All right, bro. See you. Woo! Did anybody understand that guy? Hey, Marcelo. Thanks, man. You're 10, but I guess you're 10. I can't control what people watch. Here's another number. Should I call this guy? Here's another number. You were kidding what? All right. That last call was horrible. Let's try this one. Truth in you. You were kidding about what, YouTube? Being a cop? I have visited fans. Call this number, 911. Patrick, what's up, DeCambry? Hey, how you doing?
Hello?
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What's going on?
What's going on? Who is this?
Nothing much, man. I've been a fan for a long time.
Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas.
What's going on there?
We're still trying to get over the shooting that happened here with, 58 people dead. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the casino shooting from the roof? That one? Hello? All right. I thought taking calls or making calls would be good. All right, this is the last one. Do not cuss, YouTube. Whatever you do, don't cuss. Spider monkey.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
All right, I guess you didn't want to talk to me. I just called you, bro. You didn't answer. Maddie, I don't have your number. Your number's in my phone, but I'm using my wife's phone. That's why I wrote Rob's number on my hand. There's an area alongside roads without sidewalks you can legally walk on. The only place I know of purportedly you can't walk on a road I can think of is in a freeway. You could still walk if you had to. If you have to walk, you have to walk. Don't forget to call me. John, again, your number's not my wife's phone, so. It wasn't probation. It was a stalking accusation under Florida law. He's supposed to turn his guns in. Maddie, you're half right there. When a magistrate issues a injunction, also known as a restraining order, they usually do suspend your Second Amendment rights, but not in every single case. They have, I don't know what a temporary wrench is, man. However, if there's a sidewalk, you should walk on it instead of the roadway to avoid a ticket. You can get tickets for walking in America now. Get tickets for walking. You can't walk. What? It's never been overturned. The Marbury versus Madison. Oh, Ian is represented by Andrew Bondarud. Good luck, man. Marbury is the Supremes giving themselves the power to review laws. Marbury says a court can declare a lawsuit unconstitutional. Donut Operator is a gigantic coward that scared to debate me. Another imbecile came on and tried to defend him. Call me? Oh, you can't call me, Maddie. Damn it. Hey, if you're on Messenger, I can open up my Messenger on my PC here, Maddie, and I can call you that way if you'd like to send me a Messenger message. A Messenger message. Hi, extra good citizen. What's my favorite thing to do during your day at home? I wasn't at home. I worked earlier. I did some Ubering. Where's the 61-year? Did there a security camera on their record? I don't know what that means. Mando, hello. Hey, John. This is a question. Trump or Hillary? I mean, I would vote for the devil himself over Hillary Clinton. Marbury has never been overturned or superseded by statute. It does have some negative treatment, though. Bugatti Byron. That's not how you spell my name. I'm a volunteerist. Right on, Citizens News Network Sneed. Mr. Sneed. Good talking to you, by the way. Oh, okay, Maddie. Oh, what just happened? HBO Matt. Frustrate. I don't, the F-R-U-S, I know it's spelled that way, but I can't stand saying the word frustrated because that's frustrating. I'm a constitutionalist too, Patrick. East Los Angeles in the house. Marbury is a complicated case. That's why I can never remember it or very able to, not able to explain it very well. Dude, I am such a sweaty pig. Trivia. John, look in Google Voice number. It's free too. Okay, Google Voice. Snot funny. Booger in his nose. Gyros. Oh, man, I love a gyro. Discord is VOIP Proggy. Oh, Keith Anderson. Keith Anderson. You're the winner, bro. And then the person right underneath. The person right underneath said Crete, which is my mom's island. How is that possible that the first two guesses are my dad and my mom's island? So Keith Anderson, contact me on Messenger and give me your address and I'll send you a coin ring. And make sure you know your size. Golapolis, Rhodes, nope. My mom grew up in Rhodes, though, but she was born in Crete. Amorgos, I don't know where that is. Patrick doesn't like Discord. Liz, Rivard, hi. Long Island, no. HBO Matt, dude, you're the boss. Oh, by the way, HBO Matt, I read your whole thing, your whole Title 42 lawsuit that you put out against the cop that told you you're interfering with a stop from 200 feet away, that he had to get in his car and drive all the way over to you, force you to shut off your camera and threaten you with arrest. I read that whole thing, man, and I would love for myself to be able to fill out one of those. And the lawyers I called are like, you're gonna have to put up at least 10 grand to fight against the police, and I can't put up $10, much less 10 grand. I love constructive criticism. Anyone can give me a call, even trolls. Sure. Your dad was going 5 under the speed limit in the snow, still got pulled over. More games, Blacksmith, Crete. All right, Keith already got it, man. Discord, a damn child could set it up. I'm a creator. I use it all the time. All right. Oh, Stephen, whatever his name is. I already forgot his name. That's his personal number, huh, Rob? Let's call him up.
Hello?
Hi, is this Stephen?
Yeah.
How are you, sir? This is John Felix. You're live on my show. Would you like to talk to me? I guess not. Let's try again.
You have reached the voicemail box of 35222333236. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Steven, I don't know if you hung up on me like a coward or we got disconnected, but feel free to call me back. I wanted to ask you about the night that you got drunk and hit a lady head on, and what that was all about. So if you could give me a call back, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. I guess he didn't want to talk. You guys were talking about Marbury. All right, my statement is about John Marbury. What's up? What's up, John Farish? Can I call? I can call you. No, I'm way late on the comments, dude. I do not sing beautifully, but I try. Santorini, nope. I've never had an encounter with cops. Well, consider yourself lucky. Furry, haha. Citizens News is that you are lucky feller. Furries. This guy's a rambling wreck. Yes, I am. This guy doesn't answer questions. Hang up. He won't tell you his channel. Must be a cop. Yo, dude. My grandpa got pulled over because he was... Oh, you already said that, man. Or did I read that? What's going on here? Don't repeat yourselves, man. I'm going through the channels. I'm going through the comments. You don't call a number. I call you. My people call your people. Call your wife and mess with her. Give me the number. I'll mess with her. I'll pretend I'm, who can I pretend I am? Dice Clay? John, I have a knife handle pin I made for you. Thank you, Piero Bugoni. Hey, man, what kind of car is that? It's a Piero Bugoni 3.8 liter twin turbo. 0 to 60 in half a second. These new Italians, they know what they're doing, especially the Piero Bugoni. Jesse Broman, I stumbled across your channel about the blue waffles. Blue waffles. You want me to call you Lining Raccoon 41? Dropped coincidence. I live in Florida. I'm not calling anyone else. We're going on an hour and 20 minutes. Holy crap, dude. This goes by fast. You should call and ask for Jenny. Okay, no. Charlotte County Cop Watch. Yes, I've seen his videos. NVM, that's not my money. You're still alive. Great, John. Love your channel. I love you, man. John does important work. Thanks. You don't know nothing. You effing idiot. You don't know nothing. Okay, sir. I might not know that much, and that's probably what you're trying to say. But when you say you do not know nothing. So if I do not know nothing, that means I do know something, because I believe that's called a double negative. What about Mike the Sovereign? He's another punk loser. The ruling of Marbury versus Madison is the Supreme Court is merely a suggestion. I don't know what that means. I troll Mike the Sovereign Pig channel. I don't see it too often anymore. Yeah, I've commented on a couple of their channels, like when the cop had a dude in a chair handcuffed behind his back. Dude was talking all kinds of crap to him. Cop couldn't handle him. He starts kneeing the guy in the face. And everyone on Donut Operator's channel was like, oh, yeah, that's what he gets. Oh, yeah. And Donut Operator says, let's pray that the police officer's knee heals fast. No, it's not all live. Hi, 700 Club. You never mention what food you will eat all day. What do you mean? I'm on the keto. I'm basically eating avocados, eggs, bacon, sausage, meats, chickens, porks, and vegetables, and smoked almonds. Chopping it up about anything you want, dude. I have never sworn for 65 years unless I had Tourette's before I became sentient. But I still hate it when people tell me I can't swear. It's like cops telling me to watch for cars. You can swear all you want, just don't swear on my live stream, or else YouTube be hating. Thank you, Truth in You. Keith Anderson. I don't know what your size is. YouTube, how to size your finger. You're asking me what your size is? Hold on, let me measure you real quick. Oh, about 12 inches. A police officer touched me. I'm glad to hear it, buddy. Yes, I'm from USA. Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you, Team Fur. I appreciate it. Thanks, Pablo. If you'd like to donate, I appreciate it, man. You don't have to, though. Pablo Damon, you going to bring me some coins on your next trip? Your next trip to where? Have I met you already? I have seen Think Like a Cop. I've seen that guy, and I've watched a couple of things, and he always rips on leftists, but a lot of the things he says are leftist. Some of his stuff's good. Yes, I've heard of Mark Stevens. Mark Stevens is the man. Go to markstevens.com and go to the Call of Shame part of his website. It's great. Yeah, you can't win with the government. There's even laws against driving too slow. Bugatti Byron. Hey, John, when I get you attention, I will speak. You need to spell my name right, first of all. It's not Jahan. It's John. Are these cops you're trying to ring? No. I did call the one we were talking about earlier. Team Fur. I'm not calling anyone else right now, man. I've been an hour and a half, 5 minutes, and I'm out of here. Yeah, all you got to do is double tap the screen if you don't like my singing. That's it. Double tap. Yes, I've heard of Mark Stevens. Bugatti Byron. Why should I call you? I'm trying to get to the end of these comments. All right, guys, stop. I'm not calling anyone else right now. What's cracking? Tell me about super drunk sheriff. Double negative. Las Vegas shooting questions. I don't know about what it. Let me look this up. Is this something recent, or is he still talking about the ones the dude was gunning from the roof? That's a 2017 Las Vegas shooting. That's what you're talking about? Cocaine or bathtub crank? For who? Cops are not your friend. They are the enemy. Call this number every time you're in the FBI. Is my uncle. He likes to prank call people, and it's his payback. How do I beat a traffic ticket? Once you get it, here's how you beat it, okay? Here's how everyone in America can beat a traffic ticket, okay? Traffic tickets are usually a few $100s, okay? You buy a $1 thing off of Wish. It holds your phone. You get pulled over, make sure that your phone is set up where you can double click a button and the camera comes up. That's what I do, double click. Everyone thinks I have a camera because I can double click my phone and the camera comes up. Excuse me. So here's how you beat traffic tickets. You get pulled over, you record, and you can degrade the cop. You can do whatever you want. And if you monetize it, you'll make all your money back and then some. And that's how you beat a traffic ticket. Because you have no chance in their courts, you have nothing. Hi, Carl from California. Ukiah. Let's talk to Dred Scott. It's a great way to explain Marbury. Who's Dred Scott? I'm a sovereign citizen? Are you kidding? Robert Trey. Hey, Robert Trey, I got a question for you. Are people who investigate themselves sovereign from the rest of us? Take your time, all right, buddy? Let me know. If you call wrong people sovereign citizens, they get offended. Try to remember that, especially constitutionalists. That's right. Police and military are mostly sovereign citizens. Well, not military so much. Dred Scott versus Sanford, 60 U.S. 393, was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court held that the U.S. Constitution was not meant to include American citizenship for black people. I've heard that before. It's usually from racists. But when the Civil War happened, I believe Stonewall Jackson actually wrote a constitution for white people. And it was literally written like that. It said for white people. Let me see if I'm accurate on that. Stonewall Jackson's Constitution. That's so hard to write. Let's see. The article is about the Confederate General for other Thomas Stone. Confederate General. The American Civil War became one of the best known Confederate commanders after General Robert E. Lee. Jackson played it. Okay. Whatever. You guys don't want to sit there and see me read. I think the ones acting like sovereign citizens are the police. You got that right. Yasudes Skevo Filax. Tikanis Kala Gringo Punter. Gringo Punter. That's I don't know what that is. You rock, Crystal and Andy. How do I become a sovereign citizen or help market my own money? Buy an island and a printing press. Let's all go to the bar and drink whiskey. I don't drink. The food I would eat all day. Did I say I would eat food all day? I don't know. Listen to Mark Passio. What on earth is happening? I got to get to the end of these We don't beat traffic tickets in Ireland. We beat cops, literally. That's pretty funny. How do I win a domestic dispute in court if I was defending myself? Evidence, recordings, marks on your body. I don't know. I'm not that great in court. I just go in there and just fly off the handle. I got held in criminal contempt for a lack of address citation and thrown in the back in a holding cell because I told the judge I didn't understand. Sup, Tom Rodriguez? Creo que Estados Unidos debería civilizar usas fuerzas policiales, mucho racismo y salva. Okay, I don't speak Spanish, obviously. The Constitution also protects people, not just citizens. Good time for a live audit. Constitution is supposed to limit government. Correct. Do I carry a gun in my car? If you don't, you're risking your life. Yasas, video tourist, hi. Can't go live. What's required? I don't know, man. I got in on YouTube in 2011, and I've gone through all their changes and their stuff and their blah, 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 and I have no idea what you have to do anymore. Thank God all my stuff is activated. I'll call you next stream, Mojo. Calm down. Everyone calm down. I'm not dying. Oh, we're all dying the day we're born, but I'm not dying like in the next 2 weeks or nothing. If you guys like the phone call stuff, I'll do it some more. What I find funny is cops call us sovereign citizens, but they're the biggest terrorist group in this country. I call them Blue ISIS, exactly. Blue power, blue power. Seven states still never took slavery off the agendas. Think Ohio finally took it off a few years back. Ohio was like the leader, one of the main states and leaders of the Underground Railroad and abolitionist movement. So that doesn't make much sense. Maybe it was still on the books, but they were one of the leading states in the abolitionist movement. We're basically modern day abolitionists. We want to abolish unconstitutional police departments. So we're the modern day abolitionists, if you really want to get technical. How do you make a girl love you? With humor and become a good cook. And big wiener doesn't hurt either. If you don't have that, bro, concentrate harder on the other two. I mean, do you think that would fight that? I can't read that, dude. HBO Matt says you need 1,000 subs to stream for YouTube on your phone. More games, I have no clue what you're talking about. Kelly Lopez, hi. You're not getting a concealed weapons permit so you can carry. You're getting a concealed weapons license. The difference is a permit is a short, temporary, paid permission to do something you normally couldn't do, where a license is pretty much paid permission, again, another slave card from the government, but it's over a long period of time. I think it's 10 years. What's in the briefcase in Pulp Fiction? The recipe to my Greek dressing. People don't know that, but Dred Scott said blacks are not considered persons under the Constitution. Well, that's a shame that the culture was that back then. But you have to understand, people, the further back you go in time, the more hostility, the more ignorance, the more racism, the more everything that was bad in the world was. So when I bring up the founding fathers, the founding fathers are slave owners. That was the culture back then, man. Sorry. We're not doing it now. It's changed. All men are created equal now. Everyone has the same rights. Now, if you're a minority and you don't exercise your rights or know how, that's on you. Am I ever going to catch up with these comments? 4 dead in Ohio. That was at Kent State University. The military killed 4 students there because they were protesting. Thought you had a huge burrito I do have a huge burrito. It's gigantic. Yeah, man, you got to be a good cook. Dude, I do all the cooking here. My wife just orders stuff. She'll wake up and she'll be, can you make me XYZ? Sure, baby. Let me get my non-stick frying pan. How would U.S. cops treat an Irish tourist? They're equal opportunity, man. They'll mess with anybody. Lincoln and Lincoln, good night. All 4:30 comes early. Bye, 700 Club. Isn't that a religious show? Shall not be infringed is pretty clear. It's pretty clear to people who care about constitutional rights. Digging for worms. Brother, thanks so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate that, guys. Threat assessment news. I'm trying to finish this live stream, man. I'll call you next time. Kelly, why do you need it, man? Someone bothering you? You got a stalker? Kelly, you still never contacted me on Messenger. Maybe you, me, and the wife could go have lunch tomorrow. You know, have a threesome at the Village Inn. And by threesome, I mean all three of us eat lunch together. I don't know what you got. Stop. Really? Stop. People, come on. They made amendments to include black people? I don't think so. How's it going? Big fan. I have a question. I'm new to the YouTube game. What advice can you give me to improve on getting subscribers? Dude, I don't know. I got lucky. I told the cop to go F his mom when he unlawfully pulled me over and told me I was going way faster than I was. And my channel blew up. That's it. You either gotta grind, not every day, but you gotta make good content. Look on YouTube, see what other people are doing. Like I started off doing scratch tickets. There was a store in the same parking lot as my restaurant. So I'm like, what can I do on YouTube that can maybe make some money? So I looked up scratch ticket videos, and there was some dude scratching in his basement window, and it sounded like he was scraping a shovel against concrete. And the dude had 30,000 views. So I started doing that, plus putting in my commentary about politics and life. And then finally, 2 years ago, I got stopped, told the cop F his mom, and he was wearing some lame-ass boots. And then that video currently has 16 million views, and it's been shared by Snoop Dogg on his Facebook page, Bam Margera on his Facebook page, some other YouTube celebrity with 15 million subs, and Trey Songz. I don't even know who that is. You've been chased down 2 times by crazy dudes? By crazy dudes, you mean boyfriends, Kelly? You know people with 200 subs that can go live. Yeah, there's no way to figure out YouTube, man. There really isn't. How do employees at the Daily Planet not realize that Clark Kent is really super? I have no idea, man. The glasses, dude. When he puts on the glasses, he's a different person. That's how that works. No depth perception. Do you do YouTube full time? I was for a minute, and then the money went way, way down. And now I do YouTube, and I sell rings, and I sell stuff on eBay, and I drive sometimes, and I also have a part-time job for a while. What dog? Constitution is the law of the land. How does it not apply anymore? Because police don't like freedom. Freedom doesn't make them money. Solving crimes doesn't make the police any money. What are my thoughts on gay people? Whatever. They're not hurting anyone. Robert says, thanks, brothers and sisters. We'll call all leads tomorrow. John came through, and so did you. Much appreciated. Again, Rob's number is 414-349-9043. If you guys know a awesome lawyer that's not scared of police, please call Robert and let him know. Send him a text first. Keith, oh yeah, tags. That's another good thing about your channel. In the part of the description, another thing you want to do, you want to have catchy titles. They have to be truthful, but you got to word them in a way where people want to see what you're talking about. But they still have to describe your video accurately. And then a good catchy thumbnail always works too. The Dred Scott case actually said that the reason the Constitution didn't allow blacks to be citizens is because they could legally buy guns, etc., and kill white people. That's the same reason. They use the same reason for drug laws. I believe it was congressional testimony. Man, it was daylight when I started this. I believe in congressional testimony. Someone actually said in there that if a white woman does cocaine, she's more likely to sleep with a black man. That's actually congressional testimony. That's how disgusting it was back then. YouTube recommended me for cop auditing. Cool, man. I haven't done too many audits per se, but the original YouTube was awesome, man. Views are 1,000 times better than subscribers. I have 200,000 subscribers, and that does not translate into money. It's the more views you get. Basically, it's this. If you get 1 million views and 1% of the people click through on your ads, you will make money. 1 or 2%. I get like 2%, 2.6% of my people will actually click through the ads and stuff. What do I know about Bitcoin? When it first came out, I tried to do it, and I sat here and I tried to follow all the directions and do this and do that, and I got so frustrated I quit. But if I would have bought my $10 worth back then, today would be a different story. Maddie says, Constitutional Corner says, the Constitution doesn't apply because most don't understand it. That's true, especially police. Dude, am I ever going to get to the end of these comments? Okay, I'm going to start flying through here. Watch the ads. Love the steampunk Dr. Glasses, Richard the Lionheart, to go live and use Streamlabs app for now until you can reach 1,000 subs. Jeff is here audits. I just saw one of yours, dude, where the cops kicked you out of the post office, and as soon as you got to the sidewalk, you started browbeating him and wouldn't let him talk. That was great. Jeff, you're great, dude. I don't know if I've interviewed you yet, but I would like to. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. I'm done working out. I mean, talking. Thank you so much, everyone that's been in here. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I love you. I would marry you. If this was Utah, we'd all be married. Yeah. And then I put you all in a room, and when I'm ready to make sweet love to you, I'll go to your room and I'll do this special knock. You hear that? Special knock? That means it's time to make sweet love to your Mormon I don't know. Anybody. Anyway, bye, everyone. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the everything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Keith Anderson, message me on Messenger. All right, guys. The guys I didn't call this time, I'll call you next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Peace and tranquility. There you go, Tom Rodriguez. You knew I was going to say it, didn't you? You put peace, tranquility, but whatever. Kelly, let's go have lunch tomorrow. No victim, no crime. Sing a bye-bye song. Bye, 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 bye. Don't you know that I'm a fool for you? I don't know the rest of the channel. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, 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 bye.